Hello, I'm going to take you through the booking process within 3 Blue Dots. The objective is obviously to service your clients, whether it be internal or external, by finding a suitable candidate within your database and changing the status of some of these shifts from vacant to filled. Right, the first thing that you need to be aware of is when you click on a link that was sent to you by the system to say that your client needs help, it will take you straight to this page. You will find what your client is looking for in this profession details. So your client is looking for a doctor, which is a middle grade SPR, accident emergency is the speciality. If your client added more information towards the job description or attached any documentation, you will be able to view all of that in this section here. In some instances, your client might also send you any special instructions. For instance, if they've already chose or they wanted one of your specific candidates to do various shifts, then you'll click on this little envelope and you can view the information there. Now, from a process point of view, your candidates are displayed on the left hand side, and the objective is to move through this process to get to the confirmed section there. Make sure all your shifts are filled. Now, for those of you who operate very large databases, it's sometimes very difficult and nearly impossible, especially if you work under pressure, to phone hundreds and hundreds of candidates and to see who can do what. So allow the system to do everything for you by ensuring your candidates' contact details are up to date. So first thing you'll do is you select all of your candidates and click on invite. Now an invitation is sent out to your candidates via email to say, dear Jeff, these are potential shifts that you might be interested in. If you are, apply for them. Now, as you can see, one candidate already applied for some of these shifts. Now, Jeff can definitely do 3 out of the 28 shifts. And so we can still proceed with reminding some of these candidates. So let's assume Jeff emailed us back or he applied for these 3 shifts. We receive a notification to say Jeff has applied for some of these shifts. We can go over Jeff's profile to make sure his documents are correct before we submit them to our client. Now, if you are a staffing agency or recruitment agency supplying temporary workers to an organization, your next step will be you'll select the shifts that the candidate can definitely work, and you'll click on client. Now the system will pull your default pay rates from your rate card, and it will show you the charge rates, and done. The message information is not compulsory. Now you'll see that the tabs have changed to submitted. Your client is now notified by email to say that you've submitted a candidate for consideration. They would view your candidate's documents that you chose to share with the agency or with the employer, and if they are happy with your candidate, they will book the candidate on their behalf as part of their process. Once they've booked the candidate, you then receive a notification to say congratulations, your candidate was offered the following shifts, and to complete the process you need to confirm. Now you could see that throughout this process there's a withdraw button. For instance, here there's a withdraw button there, and there's a withdraw button over here. This because temporary staff is a very dynamic marketplace, so things change a lot. So once Jeff was submitted to the client might take 45 minutes or an hour to vet or verify the application, but in the meantime Jeff managed to find other work, therefore he's not technically available anymore. Then you will have to withdraw his application. Now the objective, as I said earlier, is to make sure the shifts are filled. If we can quickly just book another doctor for a few more of these shifts. I just want to show you something. Now, if you use 3 blue dots in the capacity of an internal bank or a staffing department with full, and you operate your own temporary workforce, you'll be able to, or you will have the functionality to go straight ahead and book and confirm a candidate as I just did now. But looking at the schedule, you might look to see, okay, who is the candidate that is doing this shift on the 13th. By clicking on the candidate, it will show you the candidate name on the left. Or if you want to see which 3 shifts Jeff was booked for, click on the 3 shifts and it will list the candidates on the right. Okay, so just to summarize, if I'm a staffing agency or recruitment agency, I won't have this book and confirmed tabs on the right hand side. I will only be able to submit to my client. So if I know this doctor here can do this shift, then I can only submit to my client. I'll confirm the rates, but if I am a staffing department or I use 3 blue dots as my internal process, I can go, and if I know this candidate can definitely do the 21st of June, I click the shift, click the candidate and click on book and confirm, and that will instantly change the status from vacant to filled. Right, now things change, we all know this. If for whatever reason this candidate can't do that shift anymore and we need to cancel the candidate, go to the confirmed tab, click on the name of the candidate and click on cancel candidate. You just need to confirm the shift that you want to cancel, and it will move the candidate out of this confirmed section, and you'll see the status is again vacant. So you can go and look at your other applicants, or ideally, if you choose to then outsource the remaining shifts, you can outsource this to your network of supply chain that we'll set up for you by just clicking on outsource and select the suppliers. Right, that's the objective, and I hope this was helpful.